This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1150. Why do people spend more than they earn? And sometimes saving money is about principle. Both by Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. And I'm Dan. I'm your host here on the show. Welcome back to the podcast where I read to you from some of the best personal finance blogs on the planet. And today, let's get right to our posts as we start optimizing your life. Why do people spend more than they earn? By Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. Why is it that the number one recurring theme in the personal finance community is addressing how to eradicate debt due to overspending? What is it that makes a rational person spend more than their income allows? If you have $5 in your hand for a Subway sandwich, how do you go to Morton's Steakhouse and borrow $35 to buy a $40 ribeye? If you make $50,000 a year, why would you buy a $50,000 BMW with a $45,000 loan? After overhearing what a father told his daughter at the Porsche dealer this weekend, it was on the way home, I have a feeling spending irrationally starts when we are kids. The father was at the dealership looking for a new $110,000 Porsche 911 Carrera S Cabriolet. The father's 2001 Porsche 911 was getting old, and after speaking to the salesperson, they agreed to not trade the car in, but instead hand the Porsche down to the client's daughter. Can you imagine a 16-year-old girl driving a 2001 Porsche 911 as a sophomore in high school? Her financial senses will literally be warped with entitlement for the rest of her life. Probability says she will unlikely make over $400,000 a year to afford a second-hand Porsche based on the 1/10th rule. However, since she feels entitled, it's likely she'll go deep into debt to consume what she feels she deserves. It's not like she's going to start suddenly wanting to drive an old Civic. Besides parental upbringing, another theory that's plausible is the desire to spend to make up for one's shortcomings. You see it with men and cars, and women with clothes all the time. Overspending on fancy houses has been a common phenomenon since kings lived in castles. Hence, one could conclude that those who have jobs but still have spending problems suffer from low self-esteem. If low self-esteem is the reason for overspending, then to help our loved ones, perhaps we should recommend a good life coach or psychologist. Stuart Smalley said it best, "I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me." Who cares what people think, folks? The final theory on why people spend more than they earn is that overspenders are delusional and believe they will make more money in the future than reality. With the belief that more income is on the way, people spend into their psychosis, but only wake up to reality when debt starts crushing them. Sometimes we just have to recognize we'll never make $1 million a year, and that's okay. Our lack of affordability should motivate us to make more money so we never have to overspend again. Conclusion. We at Financial Samurai ask the banks of mom and dads not to spoil their children. Just love them with free hugs and positive support. Your kids may unwillingly influence others to overspend because others will mistakenly conclude that if your kids can afford X, so can they. For people with debt problems due to their own doing, before you buy another unnecessary item, pay off your debt. Buying things while you still have debt is irrational. Furthermore, who cares what other people think about you? Your true friends and family are all that matter and will love you no matter what. And I'll have another post for you in just a sec, but first, is your home Wi-Fi struggling to keep up? Can it handle streaming, gaming, video conferencing, and homeschooling? What about all at once? Sounds like it's time for a Wi-Fi upgrade. Bring your Wi-Fi up to speed with Orbi WiFi 6 from NETGEAR. Wi-Fi 6 is a whole new kind of Wi-Fi. It's the latest tech that gives you the fastest speeds possible even as you connect more and more devices throughout your home. That means you'll be able to stream without buffering, eliminate lag while gaming, and connect more devices to your Wi-Fi than ever before. It's like upgrading your Wi-Fi to first class. If you're ready for the best Wi-Fi ever, you can get it today from NETGEAR and never worry about Wi-Fi again. Check out Orbi WiFi 6 at netgear.com/bestwifi. That's netgear.com/bestwifi. Sometimes saving money is about principle. By Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. For the past 2 years, I've taken the bus to work after driving for 7 years prior. The company removed our free parking benefits, and I wasn't about to pay $350 a month to park in a garage just 5 miles away. I have a love-hate relationship with the bus. When it's raining and I have to stand outside shivering, I hate it. When the bus skips my stop every so often, I hate it. When the bus driver slams on the brakes a couple feet away from the stoplight and we all go flying, I hate it. When the bus is packed like sardines, but there are some very attractive riders I need to squeeze next to, well, I guess it's okay. My VIP pass, aka monthly bus pass, costs $60, while taking a cab to and from work costs $30. Hence, the cost breakdown is simply $60 for a bus, $350 for parking, and $600 for a cab every month. Out of principle, I wasn't going to spend 5 to 10 times more on transportation if I could just ride the bus. What a dummy. A funny thing happened to me yesterday. I tried to cheat. Because I was going to work midday and the express bus wasn't running anymore, I decided to drive. I got into Moose, drove downtown, and left him at my fitness club just 5 blocks away from my office. The plan was to work for 6 hours, take advantage of the free parking, and drive home. After a hectic day of work, it was so refreshing to come back home and relax. Oddly enough, there was something that felt off, and I just couldn't figure out what. I left Moose at the club because I took the bus home instead. What's more stressful is that I'm really only supposed to park at the club for a couple hours. They tow and ticket sometimes if the rules are violated. Even though it was dark and freezing, I just couldn't bring myself to pay $15 to take a taxi to pick up Moose. My objective that day was to save money and time by driving in the first place. Conclusion. If I took a cab, my $60 monthly transportation fee would jump 23% to $75, $15 for cab, and I wasn't going to let that happen. With a full belly from dinner, at 7:30 p.m. I decided to bike through the hills and between the lanes of traffic to save Moose from the pound. Sometimes saving money is just about principle. You just listened to the posts titled, "Why Do People Spend More Than They Earn?" and "Sometimes Saving Money is About Principle," both by Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. All right, that's going to do it for today and another installment of Optimal Finance Daily. Hope you have had a great weekend and have a good start to your Monday. Thanks so much for being here with me each and every day and listening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for the Monday show, where your optimal life awaits.